Hello, dear little listeners. Today we are going to listen to the story Spidey and His Amazing Friends. This book is adapted by Steve Behling and based on the episode written by Sib Ventress and illustrated by Premise Entertainment. And this is me, Nisha, going to read this book for you. What started as a quiet day for Spidey has become very busy. A Spidey alert sends Peter Parker scrambling for his superhero costume. Then he heads for the web quarters to see what the problem is. Spidey, Miss Marvel says over the view screen. I'm with Hulk and we need your help. Miss Marvel and Hulk? Spidey says. This must be big. Spidey hears a loud crashing sound behind Miss Marvel as she sends her location to him. As Spidey gets ready to leave, Hulk pushes his face right up in front of the camera. Please hurry, Hulk shouts. The image on the view screen shakes and then goes black. I've sent the location to your web crawler, says Webster, the computer in the web quarters. Spidey doesn't waste a second. He hops into the web crawler and starts the engine. Time to web out, he says. Only a few seconds pass before the web crawler zooms onto the city streets. Spidey is sure this must be a big emergency for both Miss Marvel and Hulk to need his help. Like a race car driver, Spidey guides the web crawler toward his destination. Minutes later, Spidey arrives at a construction site. He sees a large wooden house frame. Miss Marvel's ambiguous bike and Hulk's smash truck are parked outside. Spidey pulls up and hops out of the web crawler. Miss Marvel, Hulk! Spidey calls out as he sees Miss Marvel and Hulk standing next to a construction worker. I got here as fast as I could. What's the emergency? That thing, Hulk says, pointing up at the top of the wooden framework. Right, up there. Spidey glances up, searching for any sign of a villain. But he sees no trace of Doc Ock, Green Goblin, or Rhino. I don't see anything, Spidey replies. Oh, none of us saw him at first, the construction site worker says. He is sneaky and way more dangerous than he looks, Miss Marvel adds. That sounds serious, Spidey says, but he still can't see anything. Hulk points up at the house one more time and says, Right there, that sneaky, mean little squirrel. With surprising speed, the squirrel leaps onto a steel water pipe hanging over the edge of the house. The pipe lurches forward into the air, then falls to the ground with a loud clang. Meanwhile, the squirrel scampers away on a rope. I guess when you called for my help, I thought it would be something bigger, Spidey says. Oh, that squirrel is a big problem, all right. The construction worker moans. We have been trying to catch him, Hulk says, but he's so quick and tricky. He threw acorns at me. Miss Marvel complains. Pointy little acorns. Suddenly, Spidey's Spidey sense goes wild and a wooden beam flies right past him. Whoa, look out, he warns. The beam smacks right into Hulk's smash truck. He hit my truck, Hulk says. Then he starts to get mad. Take a deep breath, big guy, Miss Marvel says, and Hulk calms down. I've never seen a squirrel act like this before, Spidey says. Spidey swings up to the third floor of the house, where he spies the little squirrel. Aha, Spidey says as he whips a web. Go, webs, go. But the squirrel is too quick. It dashes out of the way and the web hits something else. When Spidey pulls the web back, he doesn't see the squirrel. Somehow I caught a hammer, not a squirrel, he says confused. But Spidey doesn't give up easily. He goes after the squirrel again. This time he sees the furry critter sitting on top of the unfinished roof. Spidey follows the squirrel and calls out, I'm just trying to help, little guy. Construction sites are dangerous. You don't want to get hurt. He hops toward the squirrel, but the animal jumps to another wooden beam, so Spidey leaps again. The squirrel continues to run. No matter how fast Spidey jumps, the squirrel is faster. Spidey keeps chasing the squirrel, and Hulk and Miss Marvel join in. But none of them can come close to catching the animal. Then the squirrel escapes by jumping into the driver's seat of Hulk's smash truck. The weight of the squirrel accidentally starts the engine. Oh, oh. Oh, Hulk, Spidey says. Can you stop your truck? I sure can, Hulk says. But the smash truck rolls out into the street before Hulk can stop it. The frightened squirrel leaps out of the vehicle and into some bushes. Oh no, Miss Marvel says. It's gonna hit that parked car. Hulk speeds down the street and jumps in front of Smash Truck. He tries to stop the vehicle, but he slides on the gravel. Miss Marvel helps him, but the truck is still heading for the parked car. Then Spidey gets an idea. He leaps on top of the smash truck and webs the control. Spidey pulls on the web, turning off the smash truck, and it finally stops. Spidey, Hulk, and Miss Marvel head back to the construction site, but the squirrel has returned. The construction worker says all the trouble began when they tried to cut down a tree to make room for a driveway. That's it, Spidey says. This has just been one giant misunderstanding. The squirrel isn't being mean, he is just trying to protect his home. That gives the heroes a big idea. They get permission from the city to move the tree. Hulk uses his incredible strength to carry the tree from the construction site to a nice spot in the park. With Miss Marvel's help, Hulk replants the tree where it will keep growing. I hope we don't have to outsmart a squirrel again, Miss Marvel says. Hulk shudders and says, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Rhino, I'll help you catch them any day. But no more squirrels. The end. Hope you enjoyed listening to the story Spidey and his amazing friends. If you really did, then please make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon and do like this video if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.